Breakdown, going to the city. Soup guys eating cream pies ain't pretty. Shakedown, check the nitty gritty. Formless storms of forms, hit me. 海はど根性シティの真ん中。海はど根性シティの真ん中。パッとパノラマ。パリでパノラマ。歩きながら食べる。熱いサウナに鍛える。バックに来たよね。意味なんだと Make proud, shake away the hippies. Shop girls wearing pearls, haircuts make them shitty. Stand proud, the middle of the city. Love you, me too, that whole do, baby. あれも食べたい、これも食べたい。あれも食べたい、これも食べたい。ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック。カードも OK よ。パック。Breakdown, going to the city. Soup guys eating cream pies ain't pretty. Shakedown, check the nitty gritty. Formless storms of forms, hit me. 海はど根性シティの真ん中。海はど根性シティの真ん中。パッとパノラマ。パリでパノラマ。歩きながら食べる。熱いサウナに鍛える。バックに来たよね。意味なんだと Make proud, shake away the hippies. Shop girls wearing pearls, haircuts make them shitty. Stand proud, the middle of the city. Love you, me too, that whole do, baby. あれも食べたい、これも食べたい。あれも食べたい、これも食べたい。ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパックにパック、ワンパック。
Hello. Can everyone hear me okay? Hi everyone. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, so that song, people were asking about it. That song is by an Australian band. They released one EP and broke up in late 1999. Called Funky Terrorist. And I had it in my head that like this wasn't on any streaming because I'd look for Funky Terrorist and I'd find another band who were also called Funky Terrorist and were different. But then I realized what Spotify was doing is it was conflating the two of them. So if you look for Funky Terrorist, you find a different band, but then the Funky Terrorist EP from 1999 is listed as one of theirs. So they're Funky Terrorist. It was two Australian like women electronic producers. And yeah, that song is called Paku Paku. The one I heard in the KFC car park and then didn't hear again for 20 years was called Okinawa. Anyway. We working? Good, we have sound. We shall go back. You can see, wait for the thing to load. You can see I already have 3% of the trophies because I did play the tutorial mission last night to just get a rough idea of how to play it because it does play a lot differently to some of the other Armored Core games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. Oh! You can only have one. You can have one save file. I did not realize that. I thought I'd be able to start over. You know what? Let's go. Okay. So I've deleted all of my progress from last night, but that's okay. I can do it again. Yeah, I was not expecting that because and I made like an emblem and everything, and I've just deleted it all. It doesn't matter.
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
Sorry, I was...
Handler Walter verified. Activating cerebral coral control device.
I'm okay talking over this part, I think, because we've seen it in the trailer, but like the customization options get to the point where you can alter part like the way that it reflects light, like you can have different degrees of shininess. Sin's not here, Sin's asleep.
I'm powering down your entry capsule on my signal.
The emblem is actually on my Blue Sky account, which I was finally able to get.
Now, activate the AC.
Fairly differently in a lot of ways to other Armored Core games, and I actually got stuck on the tutorial boss for quite a while. Because like I was expecting like, okay, tutorial boss, it's probably like not that... It's not going to be that bad, it's a tutorial boss, and then... No, it's actually kind of tough. It really forces you to learn the system. Hang on, I'll just turn... It's a little bit too loud on my end, sorry. It's a little bit enough. So hang on,
Use it to close the gap.
Please come back. Good. Okay, so, let's just move it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so, I'll talk a little bit about how this differs from the other AC games, that I've played, because they all kind of, like, play differently, and, the other thing I'd say in this is, like, it is a completely new, like, as far as I can tell, like, it's just a new continuity. There's no references to the other ones in it. Because, I mean, we'll see it later on, but basically, like I was talking about if you watch any of our older Armored Core videos, in those games, even though those were, like, new continuities, you always played as, like, a character who was from a group called the Ravens. And you're always called Raven, Raven, Raven. And in this, like, they introduce Raven, but they introduce it very, very differently. To the point where it's not actually the name of the group anymore. It's, like, the name that you have. It's like you're specifically called Raven. It's not that people are calling you Raven because you belong to the Ravens. We've already fallen down. I'm a little distracted. This is, like, again, we'll get to it when we get to it, but like I mentioned, this is a... Oh, for God's sake, sorry. I did this perfectly last night, I promise. This is a Masaru Yamamura game, who directed, I don't think he directed all of Sekiro, but he did a lot of the combat stuff. Why can I not do this? Oh, fuck it, I don't care. I got up there last night, you'll just have to believe me. So yeah, you will see a surprising number of Sekiro mechanics show up in this game that is... not Sekiro, and that's what threw me. Like, the tutorial boss really requires you to understand a bunch of mechanics that I sort of was not expecting to be in an Armored Core game. But yeah, we should be okay.
Those guard mechs. Perfect chance to test your AC.
The game is good. Like, last night I played through the tutorial and I did some customization. This is the tutorial again. What Armored Core 6 makes you do, which I didn't realize it would do, is you get one save file. So, I thought I'd play through, like, this is also what I did with Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3, is, like, I'll play through the start of it, get a, like, decent build together, then when I stream it, I'll, like, start from the tutorial again, then when I do that I'll swap to my old file. But no, this does not let you swap files. So like I've actually deleted all my progress from last night to do this. So hopefully I won't get stuck on the boss like I did last time. I will say, like, you'll sort of see it when we get there, but like the one thing that I was critical of Elden Ring for doing a lot was battles of attrition. Particularly Fire Giant. And there are no battles of attrition so far in this game. Like, it really feels a lot like Sekiro, where the fights are over very quickly, with a, like, decisive winner, like, pretty much instantaneously. Yeah, it's, the director is Yamamura, who, like, you can see so much Sekiro stuff in this if you sort of, like, you can see right now, see how I've got the little bar down the bottom with the yellow thing that's filling up? Yeah, that's, if you played Sekiro, it's exactly what you think it is. This game has fucking posture mechanics. And that's very, very odd to me, because, like, you'll see the first boss, which I'm sure I'll get stuck on for a little bit. But basically, like, you'll see me get stuck. It also has up to heal, like Sekiro. You'll see I'll get stuck on the boss, but, like, The reason I got stuck for ages the first time is that the boss, specifically, you have to guard break them to properly damage them, essentially. Which is, I'm just exploring here because I didn't explore here last time. I'm convinced that there's like a secret here. That or we come back here later on, I don't know. The catapult's on the other side. Oh yeah, speaking of Elden Ring, this has the Spirit Springs that you use Torrent on. But it just has these, like, I'm gonna be honest, kind of funny little jump pad things that you stand on. And the mech goes really high in the air. Anyway, let's go. So the elevator thing wants over here. But yeah, also melee in this, very, very different. I feel like, if you don't know more that much about Armored Core, this might actually be easier for you to get a handle on, because, like, the reason I was stuck on the boss is I'm in the, like, mindset of, like, oh, I can circle strafe this thing. I can just, like, put pressure on it and wear its armor down. That's not how it works. You have to actually, like, fill up literally like a guard break thing, break the boss's armor, and then it goes prone and you can damage it. And that took me quite a while to figure out. You also, like, all your weapons have cooldowns in this. So, like, you have a melee attack that's quite strong, but when you do it, you have to wait quite a while for it to recharge. If you're not good at Armored Core, you might be good at this, because this plays a lot differently.
Scavenge the AC Rex ahead and find a valid mercenary license. We're illegals here. You'll need ID to operate.
Let's go.
An AC? Where the hell did that come from? Affiliation unknown. Shut it down.
Guerrillas from Operation Front. They'll get in the way of our work. Eliminate them.
So, here we go. This, little vista here is, I think, very, like...
Picking up signals from AC Rex.
Hang on, there's someone behind us. Go away. Actually, I'll show you melee, hang on. Boom. So, this is the part where I'm like, oh yeah, this is very, very, like, Soulsy. Where you sort of, you crest the cliff and you look over the cliff and there's this, like, area below and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go here now. So, what we have to do, actually that's where we came from, this, like, big structure in the sky. It's like Techno-Forum Azula. So you can see here there's these three mechs we have. It said salvage them. First time I played it, I thought that's going to be class selection, that there's going to be 3 downed mechs and you pick one, and you actually have to get all 3 of them. So let's just go over here. Oh yeah, we've got, they call it Assault Boost, but if you played the PS2 ones, we have Overboosting. So let's go. Hello! So basically also, like, you can see, if you remember Hirata... Oh, I didn't go here. I didn't know this existed. Will it let me go here? Or will it... I think I should just do what I'm told from now on. Hang on. We'll explore later. So basically, if you remember Hirata Estate from Sekiro, where you had these, like, little areas that were blocked off with walls, and you sort of hopped inside and outside the walls, it's very similar to that, this part here. So you have this city with these massive concrete walls, and each one's got, like... Each one's got sort of a little, like, separate encounter inside it.
Looks like they've got shields. Good thing you've got a blade.
And yeah, if you're just joining us and we were talking about Sekiro, the little yellow bar filling up on the bottom is exactly what you think it is. I'm actually amazed at how large the maps are that I've, like, this is the tutorial, it's
I'll
fucking
analyze it
huge.
from my end.
So we have to find there's 3 of these wrecks. As far as I can tell, like, these don't do anything, but when you're in the like hub sort of
Keep
like
looking.
garage area, you get this option called archive, and when you use the archive thing, you can see like data you've collected, and I think those character names might be important later on. This here, by the way, remember ages ago I was showing this like piece of concept art that someone said was Armored Core 6 before it came out, and people were like, is it not? Like, it looked a lot like this little vista here where you can see like the city has collapsed and we're sort of walking on the sides of buildings with this fire in the background. So I think that art probably represented an earlier version of this. Oh, that sucks about your tires. I'm sorry. Sometimes, because I don't own a car, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, it sucks that I don't own a car because I have to walk everywhere and it like limits where I can go, and then I'm like, actually, maybe I don't need that extra expense.
Shelter guard!
Get out of there! You can handle them!
That's the PCA's planetside force. Keep a low profile. We don't want them breathing down our necks.
So this is kind of what I mean about like the Hirata Estate-esque design of it. Like if you hop up here, so like we're in this little spot here. You hop up here, you can see there's all these little like self-contained areas that have different little encounters in them. I mean, not owning a car is the reason I own a car is because like we have extremely good public transportation here. So like I have to commute to like basically another city every day, but I just hop on a bus. If I want to commute to Melbourne, I hop on a train. It's like not. Yeah, it sucks that you have to. I think it's to do with like city design. Like American cities are very designed around like car ownership, whereas in other places it's less so. Here you definitely don't have to, but you know you need a license to for ID purposes, so most people do. Okay, here we go. When I did this the first time, I started on that side and moved over here. And now I'm realizing you're supposed to go this way.
Analyzing.
See, like, these other guys over there, I'm guessing that, like, these characters are going to be important later on.
Traced.
Because you have a straight up, like, it's called the archive option when you get to the garage that's got all this, where all that data's kept. Because I was expecting when I found those it would unlock the parts, but it doesn't. It actually just, Yeah, I'm wondering if you ever get to come back here, because, damn. Let's try getting up there, I want to see what it is. Because this is a huge map. See there how I did like a melee attack and it stunned him, and it's exactly like Sekiro? Like see it says a load limit up the top, like it goes red. That's something you have to keep in mind, like for bosses and stuff. The little red lines either side, like I'll show you. See how that there's like a red line on the left side and it's now going down? That's the cooldown for the weapon. So you cannot spam the blade in this. I'm assuming there's going to be a blade with less of a cooldown later on. It's up here. Like, I'm genuinely impressed how fucking massive this place is. Okay.
Fourth AC. Wait, is that an independent? Destroy it!
You're outnumbered 6-1. Use your missiles.
I still haven't quite got the handle of doing multiple missile locks. Like, that's... I just keep locking them all onto the same target. Oh, yeah, I'll show you this. Okay. This is, you just can't move past here. So in the other ones, like, you'd see this line, and if you went over it, it would just say, like, mission failed leaving combat area. But, you can't in this. It just doesn't let you. It's basically a fog wall. So you can do these multiple locks. I'm just not great at actually making... I seem to always shoot four at the same guy. No, hang on. I am very good, Nolan. I didn't get much sleep last night because I said I'd give this a shot, and I played it till 3 a.m. But yeah, I'm doing quite well. It's Friday here, and I have the weekend free, so just gonna work on some other stuff. Sin and I are gonna do another Bloodborne episode soon. Another really okay. This is a confusing thing to me. Oh, hey, Ayn Rand, poor Ryan. See how like you interact with these things that look like a square, but the interact button's triangle. So you see this big square, and I'm pressing square and nothing's happening. But it's like, oh yeah, because it's triangle.
The pilot's rank is no good. We can't use this. I've picked up one more wreck, 6-1. Transmitting marker. Go and
Hey, thank you, Loki Patera. Oh, I'll tell your daughter I said hi. So we're about to see the Elden Ring style magic jumping thing, which is up here. Yeah.
You can use that vertical catapult to get some altitude.
So you have to imagine like this is one of those like swirly spirit spring things from Elden Ring. So you stand on it, and it's like. Okay, so this is
Try accessing the wreck.
a very obvious boss arena. So one thing that AC6 does is it just if you die at a checkpoint, you just restart from the checkpoint. And when you do that, it refills all of your ammunition and armor. And I think we're probably going to have to do that because this boss is quite like obnoxious. I found. Okay.
Registration number RB23.
I'm facing this direction for a reason.
Rank fits the
There we
bill.
go. Fuck you.
Sign. Looks like they were onto you after all.
See how it's getting like a little yellow like Sekiro guard break indicator? Yeah.
Take it out now, they won't have enough to ID you.
Right shoulder ammunition at 50%. AP at 50%.
You've got them now. They can kill 6-1.
See, now I'm damaging it because it's gone red. Now it's back to yellow again. So that's kind of how this works. You have to, like... And your melee weapon does... Oh, shit. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, see, like, you fuck up once and half your health is gone. Like, it's very, very punishing. So we're probably going to have to restart at some point during this fight, but it's fine.
Right shoulder ammunition at 30%. AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
So now our bar's filled up, so we're like, the mech is kind of breaking down.
Right hand ammunition at 50%. Right shoulder ammunition at 10%.
We've waited. The healing is, you get heals, it's the up button, but you only get, in this one you only get 3. I don't know, you can probably upgrade to get more than 3. But yeah, if we restart from the checkpoint, it'll refill all of our health and armor, so all of our, like, ammunition and everything, so we should be good to go. Because, like, I came into that having taken residual damage and everything from the mission leading up to it, so... Yeah, we almost, like, it's not hard now that I understand I have to guard break it, like in Sekiro. But prior, like, I got stuck because I was just, like, circle strafing it, shooting missiles, like, why aren't I damaging it? It's like, no, it really wants you to use, like, your melee to stagger it, basically. Well, see, like, I'm not used to Armored Core being that, like, that really intense either. Like, I likened basically, the PS1, PS2 ones are kind of like tanks, like you're fighting on a tank. And then the PS3 ones, when Miyazaki takes over, it becomes a bit more like you're in a fighter jet. Whereas this is like very, very fast, very, very intense. Like the fact that the melee is like key to some of these fights is... I was not expecting that.
AP at 50%.
Make it count, 60. Use your mobility in the air to get clear of explosions on the ground.
2 repair kits remaining. One repair kit remaining.
Ah, damn it. We almost had it. Okay, now where in this? Oh, okay, good.
Confirmed. Heavy combat helicopter.
See, their punching shock, I don't know, because it starts you with the one mech.
Today, 621.
We'll unlock a new set of parts when this is done, but it's basically like slightly slower but slightly stronger, so I'm guessing you get more equipment. Where, like, it is possible to do, like, guard breaks from range, but as far as it goes now, I pretty much just have the laser sword. And yeah, this is why we become Raven in this. You don't join the Ravens like you do in this one, it just says, like, you got someone's code called Raven.
Raven. That's your new name here on
Okay, so about The Sophie seal of approval is like, I do like this a lot so far, but like I said, this is as far as I got last night, and then I played with the Mech customization a bit. Now I'm like, okay, I'm done. We'll stream the rest. So yeah, again, so standard armored core thing, we're paying for repairs, we're paying for ammunition. But weirdly we seemed to, when I did it, you just got given parts. I don't know where the shop is. Anyway.
Discovered on Rubicon,
It sparks joy.
a planet on the frontier of developed space.
Maybe Spark shouldn't be saying spark joy in a scene where a huge fireball is about to obliterate a city.
And data conduit, poised to transform human society by leaps and bounds.
I don't know what the currency is. I think it might just be like its credits, probably. I don't know.
We called it the fires of Ibis, a storm of flame that tore through the stars, leaving lethal contamination in its wake. Coral, the kindling, was thought to have been utterly consumed, forever lost.
You can make your own logo. I will show off a little bit of it, but it's really in depth. I may, if any of the like 3 people who follow me on Blue Sky are here, you can see the logo I made there. I made a little trans flag with an ammonite shell in it. Actually, we can look at Ozzy. I got a little background light from the store the other day, so let's put it on fade, see what it looks like. Ooh, it's fading. Let's go green. Blue.
Registration number RB23.
This is
Sign Raven.
thematically appropriate.
Application complete. Removing MIA status. Restoring access privileges. This is All Might, the mercenary support system. Welcome back, Raven.
Okay, we'll go red. There we go.
Looks like you passed the authentication. Raven, that's who you are now, here on Rubicon. I've picked up some work for you already. Take a look, 621.
This notification follows restoral of access privileges. All Mind provides a combat training simulator to support its mercenaries. Your license was in a suspended state. Perhaps you may need a refresher. As an added incentive, completion of the exercises will be rewarded with AC parts. You stand to benefit regardless.
Okay, so yeah, these are the hang on, we should get the list of like we didn't, okay. So hang on. Is it data I'm looking at? Oh. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we'll go pay. I'm very happy with this. We'll do the entire frame, so you can do the whole frame. You can do just the guns, you can do the individual parts. And one thing I really like is you can change the weathering, so you can put different amounts of like damage on it, and I have a bunch of preset colors you can use. So I think we'll go with that for now, and we'll make it shiny. And something else you can do here is you can change the material properties to see how reflective it is. Like I'm in Blender. But I think we'll go for a cel-shaded look. How about that? And it does come with preset colors, so let's just go like... That'll do. This is pretty much what I made last night. There we go. So hang on. So we have preset decals. We can actually put the decals anywhere on the mech. We have like different positions we can put them on, so we'll go core. Comes with these. You presumably unlock more as you go. I like this one because it's like, boss. And, oh! It saved it! It saved my decal from last night. Okay, cool. Nice. Image editor is how you make the decals, don't bother doing that. It's basically like a sort of very basic vector thing. And anyway, here we can start assembling, but you can see we have, like... I don't know how much... Like, it basically looks like, we have the fast one, the sort of faster, more energy-based one, and then we have this kind of chunkier, more sort of mechanical one. Has more armor, but it's slower, but they don't seem to be that different, so I'm just going to stick with the one I know for now. Let's try it. Oh, okay, you can replay mission. I won't try this now, but I'm wondering if, like, if you replay the mission and you get money for replaying it, that might help a certain someone on this channel who will remain nameless, who relies largely on grinding. Let's just go mission. Okay, so everything beyond here I don't know anything about, so... Destroy artillery installations. And... Eliminate enemy squads. Let's try this one.
Got a job for you, 621. It's an open call from the Arquebus Group. One of the
Well, I don't have anything beyond the starting gear at the moment, polyester.
Mercenaries. This request comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group. The operation will take place in Grid 135, Southern Bellius. Your objective is to destroy an MT squad sent by Dafeng.
Oh, you got MTs again.
And a competitor.
Hello, Liza.
Grid 135 is a key foothold in Arquebus's efforts to conduct a coral survey in the contaminated city. You, the independent mercenaries, are the key to maintaining our lead in the coral survey race. The Arquebus Group looks forward to news of your success. Briefing over, and happy hunting.
Okay, let's go. So, like, this is the sort of thing I would expect from the older games, where it's like, we need you to take out some MT squads. MT is, like, basically just means robot that's not as cool as an armored core. One thing I need to do with Sin is I need her to play Armored Core 3. Because there is a guy who does mission briefings in a really strong fake Russian accent. And I think she'd appreciate him. You have to go to a place called Rectenna, and he's constantly going like, "You will travel to the Rectenna." Okay, here we go.
Main system activating combat mode.
Nice. Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, okay, this is literally where we started, okay. So we want to sense a scale. Okay, I still don't know. I'll find something else.
Enemy attack! 1AC! Looks like the Arquebus Group hired some muscle. An independent mercenary, huh? At least they didn't send the Vespers. Intercepting!
They're just mass-produced MTs.
Fine.
Wipe them out, 621.
Right, no, yeah, I'm glad you made it. This is sort of a spur of the moment thing because I was planning to do this later on because Sin and I were going to record about. We were going to do another Bloodborne episode, but then it ended up not happening. And I'm like, well, I'll do this instead. I was going to do this much later today, so I actually have to go out later today. So it's like it's 1:30 p.m. for me now. So we'll maybe go another couple of hours, but I will have to leave at some point because I usually do these really late at night instead of in the middle of the day. I know that primal armor or something like. Oh shit! That'll teach me. Oh, it just damages you. Okay, I thought I'd have to restart. I think it wants me to go across here. Yeah, so I've seen in the trailers that something like the primal armor system from the other ones is in this. Primal armor was basically like a regenerating shield that sort of absorbs like small damage. No, stop! Oh, for God's sake, sorry. The problem is that the start and stop boost buttons are the same button, so you'll press the button to stop boosting and you'll start boosting again. It's like, calm down. There we go. I wonder if there's anything up here. I mean, that's also how Sekiro worked. Like, if you fell in Sekiro, you just started nearby, didn't you? Like, it just sort of, ooh, okay, should I be up here? Gender Mech indeed. I made a proper one last night, but I don't want to call people up in the garage. So I just stuck some prefab colors on it. Where are we going?
That Merc's turned through us. Damn it. Archivist really scored this time.
See, weirdly, like, this feels easier than the tutorial level, which is weird to me. Hang on, I want to do it.
50%.
The new Bloodborne one, we wanted to do one about Lawrence. Because so there's all these things that like we've mentioned a bunch of times, but do they need a dedicated episode? Probably. Because Sin and I never planned on like going for more than, 6 months in the first like instance. Why is it saying target? Oh, are they mission targets? Okay. Yeah, so like we made all these videos that were like quite short, and like not really planned. Oh wait, okay. It's not going to be easy, is it? Because they're going to shove a bunch of these in our face. Hmm. Aren't you dead? I think it wants me to go over and like use the sword on them. The Commander Michigan's a character, apparently.
T squad has been eliminated. That's it for this job.
Okay.
61. Return to base.
So that's interesting, because, like, when the tutorial mission ended with this massive, like, fight, like, kind of epic fight, I was wondering if we were gonna get, like, the short missions again, but, it looks like... It looks like we are getting, yeah, we are getting the short... I thought it was gonna be, like, are we gonna get these, like, kind of, like, lengthy sort of missions with boss fights in them, and I guess we don't always. So that's that felt like a mission from Armored Core 1. Where it's like, here's a bunch of MTs, shoot them. My apologies.
This is a notification from All Might, the mercenary support system. Registration number RB23, call sign Raven. Your return to mercenary activities has been acknowledged. Restoring access to the parts shop.
Oh, good. Restoring access to parts shop. Cool. Alright. Oh, okay, cool. How much money do we have? 150,000. Get the treads, okay. No treads available. No treads available. I'm worried if I spend too long here, I'll get... You won't want to leave. Hang on. Okay. I got a new FCS just so it's a little... Yeah, okay. Yeah, cool. So we're selling the G1PO1. Thank you, I am. Oh, I think... I'm wondering if it doesn't let you sell things. Hang on. So I've got that equipped. I've got the P10 SLT equipped. So... Oh, does it not? I think it doesn't let you sell your default equipment. Is that what it's doing? Okay. It wouldn't let me sell anything. Oh, because I couldn't let me sell anything else. That's right, because I can't sell the other parts. Okay, good. It's got a left arm back unit. Pulse shield. Okay. Another missile. I can have dual missile launchers. And... Ooh, okay. So I literally can't... I don't know, it doesn't let me sell things. Okay, never mind. I've got a new FCS. Yeah, so Valerian, this came out at midnight, depending on your region. So this has actually been out here for like 13 hours. I just only started streaming then.
One of the corporate forces occupying Rubicon.
Attention all independent mercenaries! This request comes from our affiliate, Dafeng. The Rubicon Liberation Front has deployed Baus artillery throughout the contaminated city. The city itself has no strategic value, but we cannot allow them to hinder expansion of the Coral Survey. Show us your ambition. Destroy the Liberation Front's artillery. Bonus pay will be awarded for destroying their MTs. We want the enemy weakened. Consider it an opportunity to prove yourself. Impress us, mercenaries!
Okay.
The client doesn't care who does this job. As long as it gets done.
I actually have. Some people have seen it because I've worn it before. I have. I have a little trans ammonite that I might try recreating in the emblem editor. But I won't do it on stream. What's the size scale? Sorry. Okay, well, we're gonna show you the size scale in a sec, because you can see... is there a tree around here I can look at?
Destroy all of the Rubicon Liberation Front's artillery placements.
Hang on, here, we'll find a part. This is a tree. So, the mech is that big next to a tree. I made that little hair clip myself, actually, out of, like, Sculpey. Oh, because they look like the low poly trees that they used to fill out the background of Dark Souls, but now that we're actually walking around them, it's like I've gone out of bounds. Okay. I wonder if you can set that on fire. That feels like something we should be able to do. Thank you. The paint job is I'll fine tune it and make a nicer one later. Like the levels are so massive that I'm like, is there hidden stuff in these? Because like some of the other games you'll find like optional parts and things hidden in missions. So I'm wondering if like the thing is, the levels are massive, but we've already seen one used twice. So I'm wondering if, like, are they just massive because they keep reusing different... Like, this is the tutorial area. We're back here again. So I'm kind of curious.
What kind of corporate merc? They're all to us already. Sneaky bastard.
I just really want to explore these areas. I always feel bad knocking trees over in games, because I'm like, that probably took 100 years to grow. Had animals living in it. Then I'll just, like, shoot someone in the face in point-blank range and it's fine. But knock over the trees! Where are we going? Do you think at the end of the game we go to the ruins in the sky and we unleash destined death? Oh, chicken walker, chicken walker, chicken walker. I missed you. Like, I don't know if anyone remembers, but ages ago I was showing off this, like, alleged AC6 concept art, and we weren't sure, like, what it was or what it was supposed to be, but I think it was this area, because it looked a lot like this, the, like, collapsed city with the burning stuff under it. It's like an early version of that.
There. That's one of the artillery placements. The front is protected with armor plating. Attack it from behind.
You're the boss.
Deploy for combat. Destroy that AC.
There's only one of them.
We're clear here. Move on to the next site, 16.
Oh, no problem, Adelia. Hey, say, Mix here. AC6 has been very good so far. I'm not very far into it, but yeah, I am really liking it. The weird thing is, I feel like everything after the tutorial's been easier than the tutorial, which is a little weird. You'd think the tutorial would be the easy part, but these have been. It's kind of like if in Sekiro, like, you had to actually beat Genichiro in that fight, which is, like, it's absolutely doable if you know what you're doing, but it's a pretty steep learning curve. And yeah. I just want to look around this place. This is cool. I just want to say, like, I really like rendered concrete as an aesthetic. I think it looks great. So stuff like this is, like, my happy place. Can we go here? When it said we were going to get, like, bonus stuff for wrecking other mechs, I'm just like, I'm gonna look around here and just murder everyone. There we go. Yeah, they're brutalist stuff. It's... Oh, actually, I didn't point... I was pointing an extra in the same area. There's a really, Japan has these really cool-looking retaining walls that sort of look like a grid has, grown into a mountain. They, like, put these sort of grid things down and fill them with concrete over the side of the mountains. And they look great, and there's one here. I've never seen them really anywhere else. It's over here. There, those things. These look amazing. And I think only Japan really builds them like this. Because I've never seen this anywhere else. These weird, like, where it sort of buckles and everything. It's because they literally put, like, a grid over it and they just pour concrete into it, so it, like, deforms to the shape of the side of the mountains. It's, yeah, I just think they look great. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, artillery, that's right. Can I look onto you? Okay. It's a little weird that I can see you, but I'm not looking on. Oh, hey! I can... Okay, never mind.
You're up against mass-produced MTs. Eliminate them as necessary.
Enemy attack! Enemy artillery! Fight back!
Okay, that water is hurting me, whatever it is. Hang on. You see how the little yellow bar's filling up? If that gets to the top, I get like a system error. Mass-produced MT is it basically just means this is not like the whole idea of an armored core is it's like a customizable like high-tech thing, and an MT is like a forklift or something. In the earlier armored core ones, like they literally do look like pallet trucks and stuff with arms because they're meant to be like really low tech compared to an armored core. MT is muscle tracer. It just means like it just refers to the interface that it has. Yeah, no, you weren't here earlier, Nick, but like this literally has like a bunch of Sekiro mechanics in it that I was not expecting. But I'm really liking it because I think I've mentioned this a bunch, but like one of the reasons I like Sekiro and Bloodborne more than the baseline Souls games is that the combat is very sort of lethal, like it's over one way or the other pretty much immediately. Whereas something like Elden Ring, which like obviously I like Elden Ring a lot, I'm not just saying that, like I do like it a lot. It has fights like Fire Giant that just go forever because the bosses just have so many hit points. And you're just like kind of like doing chip damage to each other and it takes an eternity. Whereas this and like Sekiro and Bloodborne, like it's over pretty quickly one way or the other, which I much prefer.
50%.
Are we safe now? Oh no, it's one more.
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Here's another weird thing about Armored Core 6, right? Is that you've got, see how I've got like, it's like Souls where it's like left and right bumpers for left and right weapons? But the left, like the right, it's R2 and L2 for the weapons in the hands and R1 and L1 for the weapons on the shoulders, which are heavier. It's like, I get how it works because those are up higher. But it's also a little weird to be like, my light attack is R2 after like 12 years of R2 being the heavy attack. Oh, you're playing on PC, nice. One day, if Sin and I are ever successful, which will never happen, we'll find one of those like Steel Battalion controllers that's like mimics an actual cockpit. Come on. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm not locking on properly. If it's on PC, I'm guessing there'll be some sort of mod for flight sticks at some point if there isn't already. I'm just checking to see if everyone's dead or not. Oh, they're down there. Yeah, this is like, again, this is kind of Sekiro-esque. You can like get to these high vantage points and scope out the area before you go down there. Oh my god, no. No. Hang on.
AP at 30%.
Oh, there we go.
AP at 50%. One repair kit remaining.
Okay, that did not go very well. Ooh, there's a dude over here, hang on.
Head to the final site, 621. We still have artillery to destroy.
You know, I'm playing on PS4 now. I do not have a PS5. And at the rate we're going, I may actually be able to sit this whole console generation out and just skip to the next one, because everything I want is on PS4 and PS5.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed. That's it for this job, 621.
Oh yeah.
Return to base.
We've seen one PS5 in my life. It's 30 FPS. I'm streaming at 30 FPS, but it's 60 FPS on the console. I think. Yeah, it's running really smoothly. I'm kind of surprised.
One new message.
Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. You have also been granted access to participate in the log hunt program. We kindly request that you submit combat logs after
We've got
destroying
logs.
designated crafts. All Might will reward you with parts based on the number of submissions you provide.
Okay. We can buy some new shit. Let's go. Okay. I think I want a new generator. I want a new booster. Image editor. Okay, I'll show you image editor. This is how you make the decals. You can see it's actually saved the one I made last night. So we can make a new one. So basically, get all these little vector shapes that you can place down. You can change the colors of them. So some really cool. Actually, I'm gonna have a fun game, which is like, how many of these do you think were made for Elden Ring at one point? Because we've got like harpies and like demons and things, and like that. We've got like, yeah, we've got like, I think some of these literally are in Elden Ring. These are the like the scarring you can put on the face. There is a horseshoe crab, yes. So okay, let's make a horseshoe crab. So you can put the horseshoe crab there. You can set the color of the horseshoe crab. So we make like, we'll make a bright green horseshoe crab. Then you can reposition it where you want. You can stretch it. You can flip it. And you can also make it transparent or opaque. So you can like put that there. Then we can add another layer. So if we want like, if we want the horseshoe crab to be singing, we can go, okay. Then we'll put it there and like shrink it. No, I don't have early access. I'm just in Australia, so I'm in an earlier time zone. Like it's 2 p.m. on the 25th here, so it's been out since midnight. Anyway, that's kind of what the image. I won't stay here too long, but you can make all kinds of like, and it has like stencil art. It has like fonts and things you can use. This is the font that I always associate with the mid 90s. Like a lot of video games used this exact font because it looked futuristic. Yeah, we can have like. Sorry, my my lamps have come on without me telling them to. It's better. Yeah, so we can do like, it's like, graphic design is my passion. Like we can just keep adding random shit to this. I don't know what the limit is. I think it's like 20 something. I don't know. Hang on, we'll make high voltage horseshoe crab. And we'll do this. There. That looks like someone's GeoCities website. So we can now attach that. In fact, hang on. So that's my current emblem, but if we want, we should be able to switch it for our horrible thing. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. I didn't attach my new parts. Hang on. I've got a better booster, and I've got a better generator. Cool. Okay, we should be a little faster now. Okay, oh, alright, cool. We can save presets. That's nice. Okay. Go with that. Okay. Destroy all Rubicon. Okay, so if you watched my like reaction to the release of the collector's edition, something I pointed out in that is like I looked at all the emblem little stickers, and there were a bunch that were like a raised fist, very like socialist workers sort of like iconography. So I'm wondering if, like, all these references to the Rubicon Liberation Front, that's probably all the big fists with, like, the hammer and sickle stuff. So, let's go. So it's 2 p.m. now. I might do these two missions, so I reckon that'll take us through to 2:30. I am liking ACE6 a lot. I thought it was going to be really, like, this is the weird thing about it, is, like, the tutorial boss has been harder than anything in the game so far, which seems a little weird.
Target for this mission is a squad of transport choppers. Destroy them. You'll encounter Guerrilla mass-produce MTs. They're no great concern. You performed adequately in your last sortie, Raven. This did not go unnoticed. We will be watching with interest to see what you bring to the team.
Also, someone will probably knock on the door at some point today because I ordered some stuff on eBay that's supposed to be arriving, but I'll pretend not to be home. They're allowed to leave it.
Now they're asking for you by name. Keep building your rep.
No, what's arriving is actually, Sin and I have mentioned a bunch of times that we want to start diversifying into doing more tabletop stuff, and we talked about doing some Warhammer stuff. So I have some Warhammer that I've been looking, like, grabbing sort of when I can find cheap shit, because God, that stuff's expensive. If I can find anything that's like a little cheaper than normal on eBay, I'm kind of picking it up.
Main system activating combat
I
mode.
won't show you here because I'm in the middle of a mission, but yes. Okay.
Commence mission. Destroy the Rubicon Liberation Front transport choppers.
Yeah, just like, if you know Warhammer, the two things you know about it are it's really fucking expensive, and it's like, it takes a long time to put together. Like, a single thing might take like a couple of hours on its own, and then you multiply that by like 50 because you have an army of them. It's kind of taxing. Sin liked what I showed her because she sort of likes the ridiculousness of it. The sort of like, she was judging. What we want to do when we start is, I'm gonna get Sin to judge Space Marine chapters as if she's a judge on America's Next Top Model. Because that's what she ended up doing when I was explaining it to her. She's like, what is this? Oh, I love the hair. That's very nice.
Confirmed. Transport chopper down. Keep at it, 621.
There's a trend a while ago of making like AI-generated Balenciaga versions of various settings, and the Warhammer Balenciaga one looked pretty much exactly the same because it's so over the top and over-designed already. Okay. And yeah, I'm putting together both of our smallish forces, and she actually picked Eldar because I think she liked the sort of that they were like space fairies. And she's got this color scheme she wants that's like bright pink and bright green together, that is based on a cake that we saw. It's like, it looks delicious. You make them that color. It's weird that I can't. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Because basically what happened is we did some Vampire the Masquerade stuff, and we did some stuff with Philomena on iHunt. And then it was sort of like, in order to like make them on the channel. Aha! See, that's the like Sekiro posture thing kicking in. Basically, in order to make them work on the channel, we had to animate little sprites because there was nothing to show. And then I was like, do you want to do something that's got actual miniatures in it then? Because we'll have something to like, some like visual element, you won't have to invent it all yourself. And that's what led to the whole like, we could do Warhammer because that's all kind of all about the models, more so than the actual game. But like I used to play it when I was like, I played it a little bit when I was sort of like 12 to 14, and I played it again in my like early 20s. And then I sort of dropped out of it for financial reasons. And like I got into other systems that don't have associated models. So like, I played a lot of Kings of War because that doesn't care what models you use. So I started making like just like grab like random historical models and like Schleich like toy animals and things like that and just kind of mash them together. But is it worth killing you? There's no time limit. I might just go take out these guys. Oh yeah, actually two of our friends, Arky and Switchfairy, they have actually made a card game that is currently only available on Tabletop Simulator. And they're like prototyping it. And like Switchfairy designed the game and Arky's doing the art for it. And I actually played that with them the other day, and they're basically just testing it in Tabletop Simulator so that they can hopefully get a physical one made at some point.
We're not done here yet. Check your markers, 621.
I have not played Blades in the Dark.
Here, fight back!
Who is shooting me?
We're no match for an AC!
Have no fear. The coral is with us.
Looks like they've got a Baus tetrapod. It's a cut above the other MTs. Ignore it and focus on the mission.
Something is like... Hang on. Oh, that's the thing, okay. It has a longer range than me, that's why. Yeah, okay, it's got a really long lock distance, so I can't snipe it. Can I go in here? Looks like I can't. Anything down here? No, it's a dead end. I'm guessing I have to just use cover to approach it. Where am I going? Hello?
AP 50%.
So there was an annoying sniper thing around here. Am I hitting it? I want to take out this thing because I'm worried at all. Where are you? There you are.
At 30%.
Oh shit, that thing hits hard. Okay. I thought it was just like a turret, and then it jumped at me, and I'm like, oh, okay, it also moves.
Main system activating combat mode.
Okay. I wonder if we can approach from the other side.
Destroy the Rubicon Liberation Front transport choppers.
We're under attack. It's a corporate merc. Intercept. Keep them off the supply.
Where are you going? You? Yeah. Wait, oh shit, okay. Yep. Okay.
Confirmed. Transport chopper down.
That is my combo. Okay. Shoot. I wonder if there's an alternate way to approach that sector there, because it feels like there should be. Legendary reverse grip. We may have to try that at some point. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what we were before. This is like the upper part of that sector. Okay. I didn't realize we're in the same place. So there's like this one up here that's got like a...
There, take it out.
Hostile AC! Defend our supply! Our comrades on the Strider can't wait any longer!
What's about the Strider is going to be like a giant walking battleship like Mother will. Hang on. Will this work as a jump pad? Or is it as no? Okay, never mind. What? Listen, no. Motherfucker. Okay.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. On to the next targets.
Okay, so here's where we screwed up last time. On the left? No, we killed everyone. Okay. So I'm wondering if I just walk directly past the checkpoint? Does it just not care? Okay. Oh, we hit it. Hello.
have no fear. The coral is with us.
Looks like they've got a Baus tetrapod. It's a cut above the other MTs. Ignore it and focus on the mission.
Two repair kits remaining.
I know that it said ignore it, but I've never listened to anyone.
APS overload?
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Oh, okay, I've overloaded shit.
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
How are you?
Got the tetrapod, huh? You're a natural at this 621.
No repair kits remaining.
Okay. So... let's just sneak up on them. But that was an extremely pog moment. That's what Waldy should be like. That was pog.
Looks like you got them all. That's it for this job.
See, it kind of feels like that should have been the tutorial, where like you went through and there was a really tough thing you didn't have to fight, but you could if you wanted to. Because that to me was less difficult than the tutorial boss. I don't know. I wonder if we'll get quadruped legs now that we beat a quadruped thing. Let's find out.
I see you're back, 621. The Corps see the Liberation Front as a hindrance to expanding their coral survey.
Previous
The
ACs...
Rubiconians, your actions are only helping the Corps with
My
their
memory is
invasion.
fuzzy. A bunch of them had like a mission checkpoint where you got automatically healed. But the idea of like the repair kit that you use with a dedicated healing button, like it's Dark Souls, like sorry, like it's Bloodborne, I guess, or Sekiro. No, I don't recall that ever being in it. But like I keep saying, my AC experience was I did play them all, but my like real deal, like I know a lot stuff was like PS1 through to PS2. But PS1 to hit PS3, I get a little like I'm not sure. I'm not 100% anymore. So do we have? Damn it! I wanted quadruped legs. Let's get another missile pack. L shoulder, that's what we want. What's this? That's a shield. It's another launcher. It's a missile launch developed by flying dynamics. Pincer trajectory, limiting a phasing up. Okay. Let's do two different kinds of missiles. Kaboom. Okay. Oh, you couldn't afford the quadruped legs. Damn. I remember my most irritating AC design ever. It was these hover legs, and they kind of looked like the Star Destroyers from Star Wars. It was like a wedge, and it was just a torso on the wedge covered in missiles, and it went so fast you couldn't lock onto it, and my friends refused to play against it. Okay. So we'll do, it's 2:20, so I'm going to do one more mission, and then we haven't had a great deal of choice here. Like, it's just been, do two in one order. So I don't know when it starts to branch out, or maybe it doesn't branch out, I don't know.
It's an open call from the Arquebus Group.
To all independent mercenaries, this request comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group. Dafeng, one of our adversaries allied with Balaam, has introduced a new tester AC. It's a sample model from an external architect, featuring extensive assembly optimizations. In the hands of an experienced pilot, it will pose a threat far too great to ignore. This brings me to the request. Intercept delivery of the tester AC and destroy it. The Arquebus Group looks forward to news of your success. Briefing over, and happy hunting.
Wait. Did I not? Oh no, I did. It's just behind me. Okay, never mind. Let's go.
The target may be a product sample, but it's still an AC. Stay sharp, 621.
Main system activating combat mode.
Okay.
Commence mission. We've got a read on the target. Now's the time, 621.
I feel like we're coming back to this area a lot. I just realized the place where I fought the quadruped just then was actually the area where we did the tutorial boss. I'm quite slow today. But yeah, this is interesting that we're sort of going to the same area over and over again, but like different parts of it. Hey, Kind Cosmic. We're actually about to quit after this mission. We've been going for... How long have we been going for? We've been going for almost 2 hours, so I reckon once we hit the 2-hour mark, that's probably enough, because it's the middle of the day for me, and I have shit I have to do, unfortunately, as much as I'd rather be doing this.
We're under attack! This with the locals. No, it's an independent.
That pilot's just a trainee on delivery duty, but don't let your guard down.
Don't you
Oh shit.
AP at 50%. One repair kit remaining.
I just wanted to call sign of my own.
Enemy AC.
Yes, this has a posture meter and so does the enemy.
That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
I murdered him for money. Obviously. Ooh, is this a cutscene?
Well, Handler Walter. The way your hound's been up in my business, I'm surprised you'd even dare to call. Michigan, about my proposal. Yeah, you sure about that? I'll be working your hound just as hard as any other red gun. Gen 4s can be emotionally withdrawn. They need a shot in the arm every now and then. And you got a deal. I'll send Volton Iguasu. He'll give your latest hound a proper red gun welcome.
One new message.
About the tester AC you downed. That was being shipped to the Red Guns, Balam's in-house AC squad. They're Balam's main force, and its members are no amateurs. Remember who you're messing with.
Is there anything we can sell it on? From what I can tell, you actually can't sell the default parts you start with, which I guess is like a failsafe to stop you ending up with something that isn't feasible, but... Can we grab? Ooh, maybe one day. We can dual wield. That's cool. Okay. Everything's out of my price range, just like in real life, so... You know what? We're gonna do one more, because I thought that would go for longer. Cannot sortie until game is fully installed. What? It says it's installed. Hang on. Hang on. Start that again. No, like this installed last night. So I don't know why it's saying that. It's still downloading. Oh my god. Wait. So what I downloaded was like the pre-install, and now it has to download another like 30 gigs. Oh dear. Okay, well, 17 hours left. That's okay, we got to see a fair amount of it. Like, I was not expecting that many missions. Because, like, for reference, if you do this with Bloodborne, it just doesn't let you go past the Cleric Beast, it just puts a wall in the way. It doesn't let you get past Gascoigne, just puts a wall behind Gascoigne and says you need to, but yeah. So, I'm wondering if the next stream will be, maybe same time tomorrow? I don't know. Let's replay one of the older missions. Because I remember when it was there and I showed a friend and she's like, oh, only 13 gig, that's pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, that is a little small. To complete an S rank, you must complete the mission without retrying from a choke point while minimizing incoming damage. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's a nice little challenge thing, I guess. Let's take a quick one. Let's try train. Let's see if we get anything for training. Actually, fuck it, no, let's not bother. Yeah, glad to see you too, Nick. Yeah, okay, so let's, I think that's it for now. That's sort of annoying. Actually, hang on. Let's play this. I got this, I got this with the change I had left over from pre-ordering AC6. I'd never heard of this game before, and I'll just show it off really quickly. It's this, like, old arcade game and you just play a little cherub that has to connect stars together to make constellations. It only has one button, so speed up and shoot are the same. So you've seen Vardy's Age of the Stars movie. Now watch this is the real story. It's called Irizura Tenshi, which I think means like naughty angel. It's kind of awkward to control. Anyway, there we go. Anyway, this is on Arcade Archive, so if you ever want to play a little angel constellation game, you can grab it on Arcade Archives. Okay, so come back later, I guess. Just leave this on while it's installing. Okay, so thanks everyone for coming. And sorry that the game wasn't installed. But I mean, we got 2 hours of stuff out of it. We did, like, I think 5 missions. And, you know, I showed off a fair bit. So, yeah, I was going to call it at 2 hours anyway, so it seems like a good time to stop. So yeah, we'll probably do this same time tomorrow, maybe? Depending on when we do the Lawrence episode. And also, depending on if I have to do anything, because I'm currently involved in cleaning out my grandmother's house, who died earlier in the year. So I have sort of been back and forth from there a fair bit, and I don't really know when it's going to happen. But yeah, so I'll try to do it this time tomorrow, maybe slightly earlier, because it took a while to set up, because it's a new computer and the graphics driver, whatever, took a while to get working. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Hope you liked it, and I will see you all next time.